Hey guys, today we're doing IXL. Let's get started.
The Three Clues. Naya waited for Kit outside grandfather's bedroom. Finally, the healer came out. Good news, Kit said. He didn't break his foot when he fell, but he needs to rest for a week. Naya and Mother looked at each other sadly. The Blue Moon dance was in 2 days. Naya and grandfather always went to the dance together. Mother asked, "Is there anything that can make him heal more quickly?" Kit flipped through her medicine book. Well, some magic night star flowers would heal him right away. But the clues to find them are a little strange. What are they? Naya asked. Travel west and look for the hugging tree, Kit read out loud. Then cross the Queen's Bridge. Finally, look for stars in a night sky under the full sun. After the healer says grandfather needs a week of rest, why do Naya and Mother look at each other sadly? Look for clues in the story. They know there is no medicine to help grandfather. They think that grandfather may miss the dance. Those flowers sound hard to find, Naya said. Then she thought about grandfather missing their favorite dance. I'll go, Naya said. I'll look for the flowers. Mother nodded. We want grandfather to heal quickly. Take Harry with you. Harry was Naya's unicorn. He stuck his head in the open window, and Naya petted him. Then she went to explain the plan to grandfather. Don't worry, you'll be better again soon, she promised. Naya and Harry set off on the western trail. The first clue is the hugging tree, Naya said. After they traveled for a while, Naya saw a large, strange tree. When they got closer, she got a better look at it. That must be the hugging tree, Naya shouted. Harry shook his tail. Look at the picture. How does Naya know that she has reached the hugging tree? She sees a sign on the trail that says hugging tree. She sees someone who is hugging a strange tree. She sees two tree trunks wrapped around each other. Next to the hugging tree was a narrow trail. I bet we go that way, Naya said. It's time to look for the Queen's Bridge. Naya and Harry made their way along the trail. Soon they arrived at a river with three beautiful gold bridges. I wonder which one is the Queen's Bridge, Naya said. They all look the same. When Naya and Harry got closer to the bridges, they heard a buzzing sound. Look, Naya said. The middle bridge has a beehive under it. Queen bees usually live in beehives, so this must be the Queen's Bridge. Naya and Harry crossed the Queen's Bridge. Then they followed the path on the other side. Only one clue left, Naya said. Why does Naya guess that the middle bridge is the Queen's Bridge? She sees a path on the other side of the middle bridge. She notices that the middle bridge is a beautiful gold color. She thinks a queen bee is in a hive under the middle bridge. The last clue should lead us to the night star flowers, Naya said. Look for stars in a night sky under the full sun. Harry looked up. Yup, there's the full sun, Naya said. But how can we find stars in the night sky while the sun is out? Soon they came upon a field of beautiful dark flowers. Naya looked around. She had never seen flowers so black before. As black as the night sky, she said slowly. Then she noticed tiny white flowers peeking out between the larger dark ones. We found the night star flowers, Naya said. Naya jumped off Harry and began picking the white flowers. In her mind, she heard music and imagined Grandfather spinning her around in the moonlight. How does Naya know she's found the night star flowers? Look for clues in the story. They look like bright stars in a dark sky. The Witchland Spell Contest. Shanice watched Thomas tapping his broom on the floor as they waited for the contest to start. Are you okay? She asked him. He shook his head. What if my spell doesn't work? Shanice put her arm around her friend. You'll do fine. It's just a silly spell contest anyway. Shanice was trying to help Thomas stop worrying, but the truth was that she was worried too. The Witchland Spell Contest meant just as much to her as it did to Thomas. All the young witches felt the same way. I've told you all about my spell, Thomas said, but you haven't told me about yours. Shanice smiled. I haven't told anyone about it, but since you're my best friend, I'll give you a hint. It's kind of different. How does Shanice really feel about the spell contest? Look for clues in the story. She thinks the contest is too easy. She cares a lot about the contest. The judges sat down at their table. It was time for the contest to begin. Shanice and Thomas watched the other witches do their spells. One witch was from Shanice's baseball team. She made silver rings appear on the judges' fingers. Another witch made pink feathers float down to the judges' table. A third made songbirds appear, one for each judge. These witches are so good, Thomas whispered. Yeah, Shanice said. They're all doing gift spells. Of course, Thomas said. The best gift always wins the contest. Shanice moved around in her seat. Maybe the gift doesn't need to be a thing, she told herself. Maybe the judges would like something else. What kind of spells are all the witches doing? Feather spells. Gift spells. Next, it was Thomas's turn. Good luck, Shanice said. On stage, Thomas faced the judges. He brushed his broom across the floor and whispered his spell. Small pink cakes appeared in front of the judges. How pretty, one judge said. Almost too pretty to eat, the other judge said, but still he licked the top. Thomas bowed while everyone else clapped or waved their brooms. The second judge didn't clap. He was too busy eating his cake. Shanice smiled and waved her broom at her friend. But when Thomas looked away, Shanice slid down in her chair. What had she been thinking? Why had she wanted to try something different? Thomas was right. Gift spells were what made the judges happy. After seeing Thomas's spell, how does Shanice feel about the spell she is planning? Look for clues in the story. She is proud that she is trying a different kind of spell. She is worried that she may have picked the wrong spell. Shanice's turn came last. Her heart pounded, but she forced herself to smile. Then she raised her broom, whispering her spell. The judges looked around the empty table. Shanice pointed her broom to the sky. Slowly, the judges looked up. A giant rainbow spread above them, and a wonderful smell filled the air. The first judge pressed her hands to her chest. What a clever spell! This beautiful rainbow is, well, a gift. A gift for everyone in the room, the other judge said. Everyone was quiet, staring at the rainbow. Then Thomas banged his broom on the floor, and the other witches did too. They all cheered for Shanice and the colorful rainbow sparkling above them. Look at the picture. Why does a wonderful smell fill the air? The judges have given roses to Shanice as a prize. Shanice has made a rainbow filled with flowers. Uncle Wizard. What's the big news? Barry asked. But Uncle Wizard didn't seem to hear. He snapped his fingers, making a cup of hot chocolate appear. Shh, Barry. He'll tell us when he's ready, Aubrey said. She shook her wand, and tiny pink butterflies flew out. Duke waved his wand and turned them into flies. Barry's cousins were always showing off silly magic. Barry wanted to learn the hard stuff, like how to make a storm. Uncle Wizard cleared his throat. Soon I will turn 250. I am no longer young. It's time I trained one of you to be a real wizard. Aubrey and Duke hooted. Barry jumped up and down. But then she looked at her cousins. Uncle Wizard will probably choose one of them, she thought. Look at the picture. Why does Barry probably think that Uncle Wizard will choose one of her cousins? Because they wear the same robes as Uncle Wizard. Because they are both older than Barry. How will you choose who becomes a wizard? Barry asked. With a puzzle, Uncle Wizard winked. I've hidden a special golden key. Whoever finds it will become the next wizard. Cool, Barry whispered. Here's the puzzle. The key is in a place where there are rivers and roads, but no people, Uncle Wizard said. Remember, wizards use their magic and their minds. Aubrey and Duke began to shout ideas. I've got it, yelled Aubrey. The key must be in an old, empty town. Of course. But where? Duke asked. I don't know, but I'm going to find it first. Aubrey waved her wand and disappeared. Duke clapped his hands, making a cloud of smoke that smelled like blueberries. When the smoke cleared, Duke was gone. Where has Uncle Wizard hidden the key? In a place that is covered with blueberry smoke. in a place with rivers and roads, but no people. In While Uncle Wizard sipped his hot chocolate, Berry stood quietly by the fire. She had heard stories about empty towns, but she didn't know of any. Aubrey and Duke are searching for an empty town, Berry thought. Should I search for one too? Even if I find one, how will I know where to look for the key? Berry said a floating spell, and she began drifting slowly through Uncle Wizard's house. I always think better when I'm floating, she said to herself. Soon Berry found herself in Uncle Wizard's map room. She looked around. There were maps hanging on the wall and rolled up on shelves. More maps were stacked on Uncle's desk. Berry kept asking herself, where are there rivers and roads, but no people? What can you guess about Berry? Look for clues in the story. She usually thinks things through carefully. Berry ran her finger along a river on one of the maps. It gave her an idea. She started looking under the maps on the desk and behind the maps on the walls. She took a rolled up map off a shelf. Something hard slid out. It was the key. Good job, Uncle Wizard said. He was standing in the doorway, smiling. I solved the puzzle, Berry said. I was looking at the maps. They show rivers and roads, but they don't show people. So a map matched all the clues. As our family's next wizard, you will make everyone proud, Uncle Wizard said. Wow, thank you, Berry said. Uncle Wizard grinned. Ready to start your training? How does Berry know to look for the key in a map? The maps are magical. A map matches all the clues.
That's it, guys. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Bye.